IP must not just focus on IP registration or protection, but also on IP commercialization. Because in the end, the IP needs to become a product or service that changes people's lives. And to make this happen, there must be an ecosystem approach. Government, industry, business, research, all must come together to collaborate to create this vibrant IP ecosystem.
Intellectual property rights are there to recognise genuine contributions of new knowledge, new creative works, and on the other hand to ensure that rights are not absolute. When the public interest is so clearly engaged, surely patent rights cannot be absolute. There has to be a balance. And I think one of the major challenges is to bridge between, if you like, the policy ideas, the ideals, the broader social and economic objectives we set for the intellectual property system on the one hand, and the enormous amounts of data and the prospects for analytical understanding that we have on the other side. This is not easy.
We really need to get insights from the different IP offices because it is only through sharing, information sharing and capacity building, especially from the most advanced IP offices, learn from each other, especially on the issue of enforcement. Not one country can handle it. We really need the cooperation of everyone, especially those within the region, to be able to do something about counterfeiting and other piracy issues.
Trade secrets. That is one type of intellectual property. Most trade secrets are misappropriated when an employee leaves one company and joins another. The pandemic meant more people are living and working from home, so it's more difficult to manage your trade secrets because they're distributed geographically. So that problem is getting bigger. Copyrights and trademarks, all of these work together to help protect a business in the marketplace. And especially if you're doing business internationally, these rules and laws vary from country to country. So how to balance all of these factors across all of these jurisdictions is very, very difficult.
IP has traditionally been a legal right, but it's now becoming more and more of a business asset. For example, the top 5,000 companies in Hong Kong, the combined brand value is already $100 billion. If you look at the companies on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, many of the companies, for example, Tengshin and others, have more of their value in IP and intangible assets than in hard assets. Because these companies are built around innovation, technology, new ideas and new brands.
Many people have mistaken that the metaverse is simply about social interaction. In all factory right now is going towards using a digital twins, what we call industry metaverse, in order to improve the productivities and also to improve the efficiency of the factory in order to have an intelligent agent. They require AI's algorithms, and the AI algorithms is an IP, is assets. We are going to see a lot of different companies going to build various IP for various things, from chairs to human beings to robotics to machinery, also machinery, autonomous vehicles, and so forth. So IP business is going to be huge in this space.
The past 2 years have been done virtually and we are very happy to be here. The BIP Asia this year is sending a message to the world that Hong Kong and Asia is now open to the world.
I was very impressed by the quality of the speakers and the content of the panels. Really interesting, diverse views from across Asia and even outside of Asia, like myself. So I feel like Hong Kong is making a real effort to learn everything they can from every jurisdiction and every person to become the best they can possibly be.
Clearly what's happening in Hong Kong is this very exciting development, this transition to being a trading hub for intellectual property as such. And it's that experience that, in fact, quite literally inspired us in the World Trade Organization to develop a project, and I'm showing it this work on trade in knowledge. which looks at exactly these issues. And for me, this is one of the strong drawcards of really why I come to this forum.